Welcome back to our channel, guys.
Hey!
So on the last video, if you guys seen it, we did a massive cleanup over at our old camp.
Old home base is what I like to say.
Yeah, old home base, campsite home base.
Yeah.
That was actually where, when we first moved here, we lived for like a year and a half or so.
Yeah.
And it was time to get that cleaned up. It's kind of an eyesore after a while when it's full of trash and random stuff there.
Yeah, and also too, it was nice to move the trailer from over here by our place so we didn't have to look at it either.
Yeah, because that was starting to become an eyesore too.
Yeah, just, you know.
Staring at it right here.
Yeah. Get out of here, please. I'm tired of looking at you.
Yeah. So as you guys see, we're sitting in front of Thunderdome because we do have some work that desperately needs to get done today, and I'm very happy we caught this early on.
Yeah, me too.
Because this could have been a real problem down the line.
Yeah, it's not good.
No.
Yeah, it's definitely not good.
It's a little windy today. It's not cloudy or overcast, so it's a good day to get this done. We need to get on it quick, so I say, let's get it. So if you guys are new to our channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that thumbs up.
If you like this video.
If you like the video, you will always be notified of new videos, and when we put out new content, you'll be able to watch it right away. We really appreciate it. It doesn't cost you a dime. It just helps us out a lot.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
So in the comments, I've noticed some people are asking, well, what's Thunderdome? Well, Thunderdome is our second building that we have here. It's a 12 by 20 shed that we converted into an office / family room about a year ago.
This is when we were living only in the trailer. We didn't have anything else. Inside the house, it was just wood.
Yep.
There was nothing in there. It was just a wooden shed.
Yep.
And so we decided to work on the small shed first, so that way we'd have somewhere to hang out, have family movie nights, different things, and it's kind of became like our living room / game room, like you said.
Yeah.
And I am so thankful that we did that thing first, because it saved us last winter.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's really nice, guys. For some of you who've never seen it, come take a look real quick.
Yeah.
So, Thunderdome.
Yes, as you guys can tell, we got Christmas decorations in here as well. I think they look very nice. It's very festive in here.
Yeah, we have our Christmas tree hanging, or not hanging. Christmas tree up. We got some garland hanging is what I was trying to get at.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
As you guys can maybe tell, me and Roxanne, we're a bunch of video game nerds.
Yes, we do play a lot of video games.
And that's okay.
Yeah. It's what we do in our free time.
Yep, and so we set this up to make it as nice as possible for all of us to hang out in here.
Yeah, so on the ceiling here, we have cedar planks that are actually from our property here when we cleared the land.
We milled, stained, and planed every single one of those.
Yes, and installed it. It was a lot of work, but it was so worth it. It looks so nice in here.
It does.
Yeah.
I think the ceiling makes this room, personally.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite part of this whole Thunderdome.
Yes.
Yeah. We also, well, Anthony did, made our custom desks here for us to nerd out, as I like to say.
Yep.
They're a really nice desk. I mean, they're holding up very well. I mean, as we mentioned, it's been about a year or so since Thunderdome's been done, and it looks like they were brand new. Another thing that Anthony built is our nice little entertainment center that we got here, which is a very nice touch on here. We got guitars hanging up. If you guys know, Anthony plays guitars. This is a bass.
Yes, I know, and people have been asking me to play for a long time. But I've been so busy and my amp's broken right now. But I will say this on that note really quick. Mama V from Possum Run Homestead, look what she gave me, guys. She gave me an acoustic.
Yeah.
She said she's not using it and she wanted me to get some use out of it. So I'm gonna start playing that thing again, which is really cool. Thank you, Mama V, for that. I appreciate that a lot.
Yes.
I do have to order some new strings though for it, Mama V, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I already broke the high E string when I was tuning it. But that's okay. Guitar strings are not that expensive.
Yeah.
And like we said, we're nerds. As you can see, we got a lot of systems here. We got the Switch. We got the Xbox Series X. We have the old school regular Nintendo with the zapper and the controllers and everything. And I actually got that for Christmas one year.
Yes.
From Roxanne. So thank you, baby, for that. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
But if you guys are wondering, this is Thunderdome.
Yeah.
This is where we edit our videos.
Uh-huh.
We obviously play video games. We relax at night, watch TV. Wyatt comes in here. We eat dinner in here sometimes.
Yep.
Well,
we ate dinner in here a lot when the house wasn't even done.
No, this was this was the only building on the property.
Yeah.
For a long time, where somebody can come in here and cool off with the AC or warm up.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a nice 70 degrees in here.
Yep. It maintains temperature with our little window unit that we got there.
Yep, it's a heating and cooling unit.
Yep.
So, as you guys can see, this is a nice room. I think this is very nice. I love this building.
Yeah.
I love this living room, game room, Thunderdome, right? And that brings us to today. There's a really big problem that needs to be addressed. Like we said earlier, that we need to get done. We cannot wait on it. It's just going to get worse as time goes on.
Yes.
And I don't want anything to happen to Thunderdome.
No, me neither.
One last thing I forgot to mention, guys. So last year we had a subscriber send us this awesome wreath that they made. We opened it on Christmas and didn't have time to put it up last year.
Yeah.
So I do want to show it. This is very cool. It's a homemade wreath. It's got cardinals all on it. A really nice bow. It was very pretty. And I felt really bad last year that we weren't able to put it up. But as you can see, we got it hanging loud and proud in Thunderdome this year. So thank you very much for that. Since it was a year ago, I do apologize, but I forget exactly who sent it to us. But thank you very much if you see that.
I think it was Grace.
It might be Grace. Yes.
Yes.
So if it is, thank you very much. We appreciate that. We did want to show you that it is hanging loud and proud, like I said. So thank you again. So, on the side of Thunderdome, we didn't skirt this side because we ran out of cedar planking that we made from our sawmill. So we haven't had a chance to get this done. But one of the things we noticed, and it's kind of a good thing, that we didn't skirt this side.
Yeah.
Because we never would have noticed this otherwise. So if you guys can see, this is house wrap. And we have this underneath the house, or Thunderdome, and there's insulation up there, and there's house wrap. And we use that to block the wind and different things, right?
Help control the temperature inside Thunderdome.
And all the way around, it's brought underneath and then up over, and then we put the deck on and then the skirting. But that kind of caused a problem that we didn't realize was happening.
Yes.
We noticed the sagging. We noticed the sagging of this house wrap a couple days ago. And came over here, and you guys can probably see it right now. But what this house wrap has done, and it's not because the skirting wasn't on this side, guys. I want to stress that. It's because it was brought up around the rim joists on these things. We didn't realize that doing that is going to cause water to get in there and come in here. And so it is pooled up everywhere. Look at this. You see that? See that water? So we came in here and looked underneath, and there is tons and tons of water underneath here. And it rains a bunch. And so with water sitting under here and having insulation, all that's doing is going to create mold and rot the floor and the wood out on this small shed. Luckily, we do have on top of the insulation, we do have what's called Reflectix, which is a vapor barrier. And so that's plastic, so that's probably protecting the floor right now. But we're gonna have to rip all of this insulation and house wrap out underneath Thunderdome, and that's okay. So we're not pros, guys. We're DIYers for the most part.
Yes.
Learning as we go.
Yeah, yeah.
And like I said, to elaborate more, so the house wrap, see how it's like this? What's happening, and it's happening in the front. It's happening in the front where the deck's at. Water's hitting the side, it's trickling down, and it's getting inside the house wrap back here. Okay, and then since this holds water really well, it's just creating a big nice swimming pool underneath the deck or under the house. And so we decided to rip all this insulation out. We're gonna leave the Reflectix that's up on the floor. There's no pipes down here. There's no drainage. There's no water coming in. There's no nothing.
There's no power, nothing.
There's no power underneath here. It's literally, we just did that because we were unsure about the air coming up through the floor. But we talked about it. Our floor padding inside underneath the flooring, that's also a moisture barrier. Vapor barrier. Yeah. And it's got plastic on it, so there's not going to be any drafts coming up or anything anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we really didn't need to insulate underneath here.
I guess it was an extra step that we didn't need to take.
Yeah, we didn't really need to take.
But like you mentioned, you know, we weren't, you know, we're not pros now, but we know more now than we did back then when we worked on Thunderdome. So,
for sure.
Yeah, trial and error.
So I'm kind of curious to see if this insulation is moldy and how moldy.
Yeah, I'm curious.
If it even is, I'm not sure if it is or not.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty sure it's been happening for a little while, but hopefully not too long. We caught it good enough time.
Yeah, because this could have ruined the entire shed.
Yeah.
Like you'd be stepping in there one day and all of a sudden your foot goes through the floor.
Yeah, it would not be good.
So.
Yeah.
It's chilly, but I can't wear that big giant jacket while I'm underneath the shed because it's just too big. It's kind of a shame we have to cut all this out. But I don't want my stuff to rot. Which it's probably already doing. Oh yeah. Nice and watery.
Yeah, that right there does not look good.
Nope.
Yeah, I was curious. I was like, as soon as he takes that off there, I'm wondering what it's gonna look like underneath.
Yeah, it's just falling out.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's
probably not.
I don't think it's wet all the way through.
No,
So that's a good thing.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah. As you mentioned, I think we caught it just in time before it got really bad.
Yeah. So the Reflectix that we have, see that, guys? Look at that. So I think that's gonna help too if water did get up in there, like all the way up. That one, believe it or not, this isn't even all the way through the insulation. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, me too.
Makes me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I think we did catch it in time, honestly. Well, another thing we tried to avoid was mice getting in here, and maybe our cats aren't doing their job. But something made a house.
Something made a nest in there.
Yep. I don't know. I'm looking more and more at this stuff, guys. It doesn't look like everywhere is messed up. And I'm so happy we put this Reflectix in here. This completely saved the floor from these spots. It looks like a lot of it's just the edging, guys, is getting messed up. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know if we should just rip it all out and then skirt the whole thing. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to rip it all out and then... Because what we want to do some skirting like the house in here.
Yeah, we've been really thinking about skirting it the same way so they both look the same. I mean, obviously, it would be nice to have the houses skirted all the way. And it's hard to know for sure because I don't know how the other side is doing because it's such a small, tight space to get into to really see what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna probably crawl into the back corner on the other side, way over there. Crawl back there and just see how that looks.
Yeah.
And then maybe we can just rip out all the bad rotten stuff and leave what's good. And then
Well, I think this whole middle right here is good.
yeah, I don't see. So how we first noticed it, guys, was I came over here, we were picking up something or we were doing something. And I noticed that the
house wrap.
Yeah, the house wrap, sorry.
On that side.
Yeah, over there, it was drooping down really low. So I went over here and I touched it like this. And I could tell there was water in there. I was like, oh.
This is all dry.
Yeah, I was like, no. So I poked a little hole and sure enough, water came out. And then as you kind of get to looking at it, you can kind of see like, oh man, there's more than just this one spot. There's, you know, the front had it, you know? So I say we assess the whole damage of everything. I'll go in that back corner over there.
Yep.
And look and see how it is. And then maybe we can kind of come up with a plan. Just maybe cut all the bad stuff out, maybe replace it.
Yeah, we can do that.
And then
we're gonna have to go get some.
Yeah, and then maybe really focus on buying skirting for Thunderdome. And then skirt it and hopefully they'll eliminate our problems. Let me go cool in the back. A little smaller than me. It's a very tight squeeze back here, guys. I'll crawl up as much as I can.
So, look guys, water. See it? Water. So, I'm going around right now. Ripping out this stuff for right now. A bunch so far, guys. We're assessing. So I think this is getting wet.
This is really wet over here.
So this wood doesn't look wet. I think it's running down this house wrap. That's what I think, guys. The hardest part about this is you can't reach nothing because it's so small space.
I know. Anthony and I are gonna switch spots. He's gonna go towards that corner, which probably gonna be a little rough for you, baby.
I'm sure, but
well, and part of my problem was my big fat jacket. Yeah. I couldn't really crawl back there.
Well, I remember being back here like this when we were putting stuff in, and I had to be on my back the whole time.
Yeah, no, that was putting this stuff in, guys, was a really daunting task, man.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, it took some time, but we did it, and now we're paying for it. No, I'm just kidding.
I wish we would have put the house wrap up like this.
Yeah.
To let the water get in. I didn't think about it.
Yeah. I didn't think about it either, you know. I mean, those are, I guess, things that you experience one time and then you realize, oh, maybe I shouldn't do that anymore, and then you never do it again.
Yeah.
So, learn from your mistakes sometimes, guys. You got all ripped out?
Yeah.
How was that very back corner? How was the corner closest to the outside? That one looked like it was really full. Yeah, this is not a fun job.
Huh?
I said, yeah, this isn't a fun job.
No, that's what we want to do it. I know it was going to go that far. Just going to get it out of your car.
soggy. I am. Kind of heavy.
It's warmer in here.
When I poked my head out and I was like, nope. I still need my big jacket.
Well, it's cold outside.
Okay. All right, well, we have decided we're gonna rip out all the insulation on this side of the house. Anthony's struggling a little bit, trying to get that house wrap out of there.
Well, I need one screw bugging me, or one staple.
I know, that's why I was struggling to unpull it. But yeah, so we'll rip out all the insulation on that side and then leave obviously the house wrap off of it, because what I obviously is happening is the water's getting trapped inside the house wrap and just sitting in the house wrap. Yep. You know, has nowhere to run. So at least if we get the house wrap off and get the insulation out of there and kind of let it dry out and breathe underneath there, future water, you know, rainstorms that comes through, nothing should get trapped underneath. It all should just rinse out underneath the house. Man, it looks like a dog or something came over here and just wreaked havoc on underneath the house and the insulation. It's everywhere. What you got, Jaina? Ooh, is that your dinosaur? Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. I like it. Well, we had to take a little warm-up break. So, it's hot cocoa. What Anthony's having a cappuccino. Very hot though. It's so hot I can't even drink it.
Yep, it's good though.
It's very good. Warm us up on the inside because it's a little chilly outside today. The wind's blowing and just ugh. But we're gonna stay toasty warm with our hot drinks now. Warming me up already. What are you doing over here talking to the chickens? How are you guys? Are you guys cold?
Right, fine.
I know. Nah, I don't think they...
They can be...
Well...
chickens can go down and like they're really, really cold.
Yeah, well, they got those nice little feathers on. I wish I could have some of those feathers in my jacket.
Yeah. Hi, Frank.
Yeah. They're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're trying to sweet talk you right now into giving them some more food.
You see those gullets? They don't need any more
I know,
food.
they're so big, guys. Like, you can
I don't
see
want to
them
overfeed them.
Yeah, bulging out. Well, you know how, like, I'm sure that birds are all like this, right? Don't they just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat? They just don't stop even if they're full?
I think so. I don't know 100% no, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm like, I don't want to overfeed them.
Yeah. I mean, their gullets are hanging out pretty good, all of them.
Well, they had a big breakfast.
Yeah. They ate not too long ago. I did hear this morning we were getting some eggs. They were doing their little song and dance. Huh, ladies? Huh. No eggs. I heard the song and dance this morning. Was that false?
No, I got an egg this morning, but I heard it again after I got one of the eggs out. And I thought there was another one, but there's no end.
No, it was fake. It was fake, ladies.
You're right.
Yeah. Anthony made it over to the other corner over there, and there's water in that corner, huh? So it seems like it's just like this back, towards the back side of the house, and then a little bit on like the front corners of the house is where the water came in through. So hopefully removing all of this will alleviate the rot problem if it ever were to happen. Because like Anthony mentioned, don't want that rot. You don't want that to rot, because knowing our luck, you know, we'd be like in there one day and playing video games or something, and then like our entertainment center would like fall through the floor or something. That would not be good. And I don't know if you guys can see, but Midnight's in here. He's over there. He's a little upset today because it's cold, and he's like looking for places to go be warm, and I don't want him inside the house right now. So he just thinks I think he's coming over here just to let us know that like, hey guys, it's really cold and I want to come inside. If there's any wet, just rip this wet stuff out.
No, it wasn't wet in the corner.
No?
No, it was just one little tiny spot.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
All that down there on that corner's dry?
Yeah, there's one piece that was wet. I don't know if it's just getting in somehow in that one spot, but everything else is dry. So I think taking this house wrap out underneath is a good thing for now. Kind of stinks having to waste all this money on the house wrap that we just rip out.
It does. Although house wrap and insulation.
It wasn't that expensive for it, so a lot cheaper than having your floor rot.
Happen to buy a new shed.
got all that stuff out. It wasn't as bad as I was assuming it was gonna be, guys.
Yeah.
I thought I'd get underneath there and like all of the insulation would be soaked, and
I know.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, me too. And then I thought maybe it would have gotten into the reflectix,
Yeah, nope.
you know, and just, you know.
It's been that reflectix that we put under there, I think saved the floor from getting wet.
Yeah.
I mean, completely, you know, it was a barrier. So
Yeah,
really
and-
happy I put that there.
Yeah, me too, because we even looked like underneath there, I did, just to see if there was any water up inside there.
None.
It was
Dry as a bone.
looked brand new underneath there.
Yep, so that really saved us. So it is a shame. Like I just said, we have to throw away some of that house wrap. We had to pay for it. It just seems like a waste. But like I said before, we're new at this kind of stuff. So
Yeah, we were really new when we did the Thunderdome.
yeah, and we're learning as we go, guys.
Yeah,
I mean, we're
yeah.
trying our best here. So, but I guess, I mean, I don't think we'll be doing that again.
No.
Yeah.
No,
so-
and it's funny you mentioned that, because we did talk about doing something very similar underneath the house.
Yeah, we were gonna insulate underneath the house and put the house wrap and all that stuff, but I'm happy we didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Right now, there might be a better way to insulate it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think with the skirting, if we get some skirting that matches the house, the black skirting, and put it on Thunderdome somehow, it'll look really good,
Yeah.
and we won't have to worry about that anymore.
No.
Well, guys, we did have plans to do some other things today, but as you can see, this kind of took precedence over that. I do got stuff to do inside the house still.
Yeah, a little bit of stuff.
Little things, but now we got to get wrapping some Christmas presents. We're gonna get on that and get that done and over with, because Wyatt's only got today and tomorrow left of school, and if we don't get that done, he's gonna be here when we're trying to wrap stuff. And if you guys
Yeah.
know that with kids,
Yeah, and it's rough if you do it on Christmas, like, night.
oh yeah, no,
Christmas Eve, I should say.
we always wrap them and then hide them, and
Yeah.
then Christmas Eve we bring them out. And,
Yeah.
you know, oh my God, Santa Claus, kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
we just wanted to share some of the, I guess, I don't want to say mess ups,
Lessons
but
learned.
lessons learned, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
with you guys. And thanks for being here. We appreciate you, and we will catch you all on the next one. Bye.
Bye.